Hello and welcome back to the Apex Gauntlet. I am Ross Merriam. I'm here with Tandy,
What's up?
and we are midway through the modern portion of our gauntlet. Todd crushing with 8PZ in the Pioneer portion earlier. If you missed that, the VODs will be up on the Apex Gaming YouTube channel later this week, or I guess next week, because tomorrow's the first day of the week.
Yeah.
So we got two more matches here of modern ready to go. So far, the decks that we have, set as the challenger decks going up into the gauntlet have cleared it with flying colors. A 3-0 sweep for 8 Pyromancers, and the first match going to Gruel Food, the deck we're testing here in modern. This is Aspiring Spikes Brew. Looked really good against Is It Murktide?
Yeah.
And now up against Rakdos Scam.
Yeah. These three decks that we're playing in the gauntlet and the modern gauntlet feel like the barrier of the format.
Oh,
if you cannot beat two of these three decks, your deck probably shouldn't exist. So if you win either of the next two matches, I'm just down to say that this is a new deck that's just gonna be around. Like, it's very cool. Spike played it today in a Magic Online Championship Series qualifier, like a really big event. Ran into Jeskai Breach a couple times. I think Breach might be a little bit tough. They don't really have that many creatures, and they can combo kill you even if you get really far ahead.
Yeah, the fact, when you're playing against fair decks with Gruel Food, you're happy to trade resources early because you know your engine is going to pull you ahead in the long term. You have so much inherent card advantage with Fable the Mirror Breaker, with Sarenth Steelkeeper, Urza Saga, Asmo, and the engine just generating all this food that you can use for value. So you're really happy to trade resources and play into the late game. But if you do that against a deck that can go over the top of you, like Jeskai Breach can with the combo kill, or a deck like Creativity that can just put 2 Archon of Cruelties onto the battlefield and now sometimes give them haste if they're playing Bitter Reunion, that becomes a problem. So I can imagine those matchups being a bit of a struggle, but I think these mid-range decks that are at the top of the format are the reason to be playing this deck. And we saw it handle Murktide pretty easily. And now Rakdos Scam. I think this is going to be a little tougher just because the Scam deck just has draws that like nobody can do.
I mean, turn 1 double grief is almost impossible to beat. I don't care who you are, like no matter what deck you're playing. So you get a lot of free wins with this deck if you just have one of those Undying Evil type cards and a grief. And I think that's why the deck is so, I forgot what word I was going to use, but like
Successful?
Intoxicating.
Okay, yeah.
Intoxicating. People are drawn to this deck.
Yeah, it does really broken things, and that's definitely a big draw to it. I also like the fact that, the Grief Scam is really great early against an opponent with a bunch of cards in hand, and once they play to the battlefield all their stuff, the Fury Scam clears that up. So you're able to handle it both ways and keep those, scam cards relevant as the game goes long. It's not just something you're trying to hit in your opening hand. I think that's really critical as well, how well those two play off of each other.
All right. 2 questions I want to answer real quick. Someone asked, "Hey Todd, do you only like one charm in the main deck of the? Is it Pyromancer? Or sorry, is it Murktide deck?" And personally, I would rather cut some Ledger Shredders and maybe get in, one more Archmage charm in the main deck. Other than that, I don't really know. I don't play a ton of Modern, and so little minute deck building decisions like that, I'm not super familiar with just yet. But definitely a good question. And then more hardcore asks, are y'all going to play Yogg anytime? Not today. Yogg is not on the docket for today. The deck after Red Black Scam is going to be Hammer Time, and I think that will probably be the real test for the food deck.
That's the one that scares me the most out of these 3 for sure. So before we get into this game, I'd like to remind all of you that Todd and I are going to be here all weekend at the Apex Gaming home store. Tomorrow, Apex Gaming is hosting a 1K that is also a qualifier for their Apex Gaming Invitational, as well as a 2-slot Destination RCQ. So if you're in the area here in Southeast Ohio, we encourage you all to come out here and play it.
Our cap tomorrow, I think, is going to be 128. We're going to have a pretty big event, and I think already 40 or 50 people are signed up.
Plenty of space still to get in. A lot of high-level Magic. We'll be bringing you commentary of every round of that event starting at noon Eastern time. So tune in if you're not in the area or cannot join us. But if you are, please come down.
All right. I have a pretty solid 5-card hand. I got to put some stuff back.
5-card hand. I kept a mediocre 7, so...
Okay. All right, I don't think I can be griefing with 5, especially without the scam part, so we'll just keep a normal-looking Rakdos hand. All right, ready?
Yeah.
Turn 1, Ragavan. Nice scam deck. Here's a Ragavan.
Oh, I'm dead.
Oh, yeah?
Play Verdant Catacombs.
Yay! Yay! Oh, that's so good. Bang on him.
Again, there's a saga.
Saga. Can't play it. All right. Get me a treasure. And
This deck does not play well against turn 1 Rogavan on the draw.
we'll use our mana. I'm going to play Seasoned Pyro. We're going to discard a Bolt and a land and draw 2. Just kind of refuel.
With 1 elemental. You still have the elementals from
Yep,
yeah, there they
sure
are.
do.
Right, I'll fetch to 17 on the end step, get myself a stomping ground. So we got 2 freshers. Fortunately, I'm gonna have to use this Wrenn and 6 to deal with the Rogavan. So I'll fetch for a forest, go to 16 and pass the turn.
2 here, 1 at you.
Yep, I'm at 15.
Blackleaf Cliffs, and your go. Having a companion or a mana sink here is kind of brutal. I know that Seasoned Pyromancer is really good, but this feels like something's missing. Well, it's because I mulliganed 5. That's what's missing.
Yeah. Weird how that works.
Just a reminder, if you miss any of the action today or you missed all the Pioneer stuff, we are going to put it on YouTube. You can go follow the YouTube channel now and know when it goes live. Our socials are currently posted in the chat.
Okay, Planar Saga.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get a counter. I will play a finale.
Mm-hmm.
Get
Trigger on the stack, I'll terminate it.
So,
Sure.
and then I'll play the cookbook
Mm-hmm.
and pass the turn.
All right, big draw step. Need something good here. That's pretty good. Dashi. 5. Give me a card, any card. Goose. All right, I'll get a goose.
So I'm at 10.
Yeah, give me that food. Here we go.
End step, I'll make a food with a Daredevil.
Yep. Daredevil, man. That's not a card. If you had given me infinity time to tell you one card that would be broken, that was unplayable a year or 2 years ago or whatever, Daredevil was like super high on the list of never would have called it. It's such a unique card, though. But so is Underworld Cookbook. They're just like a match made in heaven.
Wrenn and 6.
Okie dokie.
Get back a fetch. Crack it. Go to 9. Get basic forest. Gonna need one miss to lock up this game. Please don't draw a fury. 9 now. And then I will guess either way does it. I'm trying to think of any differences of which blocker to play. Yeah, I think I will play Sarenth Steel Seeker. And then, while I know you don't have anything, make the food trigger. I'll leave Finale on top.
Okay.
And pass the turn.
All right, big draw step again. Rogavan last turn was pretty decent. The goose, not the best hit, but it's a good land though.
Yeah, well,
Maybe I should draw first. Like I could still dash Rogavan.
yeah. I'm like dashing Rogavan here isn't that good. Without,
Yeah, it forces you to block though, right?
Yeah.
You don't have to, but
oh, I will block.
we'll take 2 damage.
17.
Already played the land. All right, we'll dash.
Yep.
Attack with Elemental.
At me?
Yep.
Block the rag, go to 6.
I don't think going after the Wrenn makes much sense. Your turn.
Okay.
Maybe it does just because you have
that.
food tokens. Sorry. Saga goes at 3.
Yeah, Float a Colossus. I'm just gonna find another cookbook.
Yeah, no, you can finale for Asmo while you're searching. If that's something you want to do.
Well, first I'm gonna play a Steel Seeker. I guess that doesn't make a difference. Yeah. Then I'll finale. Let's get an Asmo from the graveyard just in case. That's
Yeah,
gonna.
you always want to keep them in your deck for when I kill them.
Yep, that's gonna get another cookbook in my hand. Then I will plus Ren on a fetch. Play fetch. Go to 5. Get Gingerbread Cabin. That'll make a food. And that'll trigger the Steel Seeker.
So much synergy. Too much, if you ask me. All right, food in. Trigger on the stack. Steel Seeker reveals. Feasting Troll King. Oh my god.
Play cookbook. Trigger Steel Seeker.
Yeah.
Goose can go to the graveyard.
Now 3 cookbooks. You go to 6. You get 3 more Steel Seeker triggers. Just do them all at the same time. Just save time.
Yeah. So that's 1. This goes to hand.
Yep.
This goes to hand.
Yep. You don't need to blow anything up, right? Just play the king.
Play that, and I think I can safely attack for 1.
Yeah. 16.
And pass the turn.
Draw.
Yeah.
Really
Even a bolt
cool
doesn't
deck.
kill me, and at that once I'm that low, I can just make sure I keep mana up to sacrifice food tokens for life if I need it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just need about one misdraw step, but an impressive showing on the mull to 5.
Yeah, I mean the turn when Ragavan starts, even on Mold 5, look really good. I had the option to wait a turn on the Season Pyromancer so that I could maybe bolt a creature you play on turn 2, and then untap, attack again, play Pyromancer, and that was probably the better sequence because I was just so low on resources. I should just try to leverage the Season Pyromancer for extra card advantage.
Yeah, makes sense. Is that game 2?
That was game 1, I think.
Is that game 1?
Yeah. I just Mold 5, right? I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, I'll be on the plate.
Okay.
Take a peek at the 7.
Yeah, the food deck does look. You just get to do so much cool stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Any deck that lets you take lots of game actions. Everyone loves taking game actions.
I love game actions. They're like my favorite thing. All right, I'm going to keep this one. This one's pretty good. Leon and Arbiter hurts that deck. Which deck? Their deck? Ross's deck? A little bit, yeah. I mean, look, every single deck in Magic's history has a natural foil. That's how Magic the Gathering works. Leon and Arbiter, not a card people play much these days.
No,
I would not go into a tournament afraid of that card for sure. Seems like your hand's bad.
It's not very good, but it doesn't need a whole lot to get good.
All right.
And it is like this is not a matchup where I want to mulligan that often, right?
Yeah.
My problem is that like I basically have no hope against Araga.
No.
Because my hand
All
is
right. I don't have Ragavan. Keep your hand.
okay.
All right. Here you go.
That makes me feel a lot better.
Yeah. Wish this wasn't in the deck.
Um,
I think once I start playing Modern, I'm going to just drastically change like 5 decks and just like hopefully turn them into crazy powerhouses. All right. We're going to play this. I am going to play a Dothi Voidwalker.
oh, fetch and response.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
That is also really annoying.
Oh, yeah. I love that card. It's one of those cards when you first saw it, you were just like, oh, this card looks kind of cool. And then you play against it and you realize it's Leyline of the Void on static. And then it just has an insane ability on top of it and has 3 power and is unblockable. Just what's not to love? They made some absolute monstrous cards in Modern Horizons 2. Modern Horizons 1 had a bunch of good ones as well.
Urza Saga, Scrapwork Mutt.
Okay.
Pitch a Verdant Catacombs.
Draw a card.
Card. Pass the turn.
All right. Let's go. Grief pitching Torok. I'll stack it so I get to discard first. We'll take. Let's see. Let's go Feasting Troll King, and then I'll Undying Evil with the trigger on and come back, and I'll take the Sarenth Steel Seeker, and then I will fetch. I don't have to fetch yet. I'll just play a Feasting Troll King. And then this has a Undying Malice, so it has a counter on it. I'm gonna go ahead and I'll just say good. It's fine. Actually, I take it back. Before I do this, I'm gonna bolt this so it gets exiled, and I'll fetch a swamp and then make red. Yeah, is that good, or you got any plays?
I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
That's grief plus Undying, whatever, you know? Like,
Yeah.
it's just impossible. There's no right answer.
How am I supposed to beat the Dothy Voidwalker? Unless, like, I've had an Asmo go unanswered. It's, like, even hard to make food against it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm very dead.
All right. Well, 2 quick games. Both decks kind of doing their thing each game. The grief, I had the grief plus Undying. I didn't have it turn 1. I had it turn 2 potentially. But I thought the Voidwalker would let me do some really cool stuff on 3 with it. And I was right.
We're wrong. All right, that's 2 games in. We were 1-1. Gonna get some sideboarding done. I'm gonna bring in this Pirate Spellbomb so I can answer Dothy Voidwalker.
All right. Anything else?
And I don't really like the Graveyard Hate in this matchup. That said, Soul Guide Lantern, if I draw it, can stop early scams, but it also just draws a card, so the opportunity cost is rather low.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to keep in all of my card advantage-y things and engine things, so I think the only real cuttable card is Gilded Goose.
Is it Terminal Online? No, Ricardo, it's going to be at the home store here in Caldwell, Ohio. The Apex Gaming home store. We are going to be streaming it on this channel, so make sure to hit the follow button if you haven't already.
Jesus.
Hmm.
You have so many cards.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if I'm going to bring all of them in, but I can definitely bring in some. I'm going to cut these. I'm going to cut that. I kind of want to cut Ragavan on the draw. Just be way more control and interactive.
I wonder if I should cut a Stomping Ground for another Besage You against all these unlicensed curses. Or maybe like a Mutt. Mutt is also somewhat cuttable. I'm going to try that.
All right, so I have room for about 6 to 10, depending on how many Ragavan I want to cut. We have 11. Let's just cut all the Ragavans. We'll just be a different deck after sideboard. It's like pure scam with nothing that goes under. Ragavan just gets bricked by so many cards so easily on the draw. And then maybe I don't want to trim a Terminate. I feel like bringing in push and cutting Terminates backwards. But I could just trim like Thoughtseize, something. I don't know. Cold Gunspan's great. Grief's great. Fury's solid.
So cutting Ragavan?
On the draw, I think so. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I'm a Ren deck.
Yeah. I want essentially all Haymakers against you because your deck is so engine oriented. So maybe I just don't want all the fatal pushes. Alright, I'm gonna cut Ragavan, Season, and Torok. Just a lot of creatures just for a ton of interaction. We're just gonna try to hit Ross on every front and then just skim him out with Fury and Grief. That's the gist. Maybe Blood Moon him once or twice. I don't know what you want from me. That's not my deck. I didn't build this. Are we 1-1?
Yeah.
All right, 1-1.
Trying to scam me over here.
Yeah. Ross
I'm
gonna
getting
be on the
bamboozled. Bamboozled. Playing against this Rakdos deck is always so frustrating.
It can be. I haven't had to play against it yet. I'm very happy about that. I just don't play enough Modern. And I got to dodge it when we played the RCQ. All right.
I think Ragavan just being such a must-answer threat in a deck that has so much, so many things that you have to like take into account. Like, is a little bit more reactive, so you can afford to just have your removal in.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'm gonna keep mine here on the plate. Does not seem like a keep for Ross. He's in the tank.
I think it's a keep. I'm gonna go to 17 and play a Soul Guide Lantern.
Yeah. What are you gonna target your own thing? Is it a must?
You're up. It only exiles a. When it enters the battlefield. Oh, it doesn't exile target card from graveyard.
I think you have to hit your fetch line.
Yeah.
Do you want to do that? Do you have a Ren in hand?
Yeah, I actually do have a Ren in hand.
Yeah, you might want to just not play that Soul Guide Lantern here. I don't know. That's
God,
crazy.
that's awkward.
Then I just like can't stop the scam.
From a graveyard. It's a must. Target card. That's crazy. All right. I saw it.
Um,
All right. What if I tell you I'm not going to scam you on one? You want to just. All
Then
right.
I can just do that.
Yeah. I'll go to 19. I'm going to Thought Seize. Probably taking a Ren, but we'll see.
yeah, I don't have the other colored source for Ren, which is why I thought about the hand. But the rest of it is also good.
Ooh. Muddy Mutts. And you already have the Daredevil. Such a bummer. Do I have something in my hand that stops that? Let me check.
Oh, I guess I should make the food response. So let's imagine I did that.
That's fine. All right. I'm going to take the Ren.
Yeah.
All right. Your turn.
So I'm at 17.
Oh, what's up, Curd Bros? Ross scamming himself, I know. Just got by his own Soul Guide Lantern. But
Discard Troll King. And
make food.
make a food, yeah.
Okay.
Pass the turn. Once the first one happens, I want to give him minimal draws to a surgical error.
All right. So the way the Troll King works, you sack the 3, and then I can exile it in response, I think. But
yes.
if I do it anytime on your turn, you can do it at instant speed.
Yes.
Okay. So you're probably just not going to make a food next turn. So I'm just going to play a little safe. I'm going to hit the Foothills and the... Yeah, I'm just going to put a die on it.
Yeah.
Your turn. The way it works on Magic Online, it just puts them all under the hearse. I hate it.
I will make a third food, discarding the second Troll King.
Playing for bragging
Max
rights?
punishing
yeah,
you.
we're just testing. Oh, are you kidding me? Oh my god.
Let's return it.
Brutalized.
Attack you for 3.
15.
And then I'll play another cookbook, Soul Guide Lantern, exile your Thoughtseize.
Hang on.
Actually, I'll exile the Delta. Just in case you end up dashing. I guess you board it out.
It doesn't matter. It's fine.
Oh, and I'll make a food.
Okay.
Before you get to draw our card.
All right.
So you're at 15, I'm at 17. Hope this Troll King is good. Maybe I'm supposed to bring in the needle for hers? What else does needle hit?
Huh. Tough.
Because like the Troll King would normally be amazing here, but with the hearse out, just any removal spell.
Thoughts use your Daredevil.
Yep.
Shock.
You're at 11.
Terminate the Troll King and eat them both.
Jesus Christ.
Is that good or pretty good? Your turn.
Of course, I did not even draw a land here, so my Saga sucks. Let's float a colorless.
Mm-hmm. I did get max punish on that troll though. I had so many cool cool sequences lined up for that turn. That was still a pretty cool sequence though.
I will get a drum. And with the colorless, play Mutt with the Mutt trigger on the stack. Sack Lantern.
Okay.
See if I want to discard this card.
Yeah, I think we're almost out of juice on this life total thing. I think it's just low on battery if you want to plug it up.
The card in hand still.
Mm-hmm.
I am so dead.
Do you... Oh, so that's the draw from the soul guy.
Yeah, and now I will keep this.
We could also do manual life totals. We'll just call it changes if you want to do them with the... And it's not dead yet, but it's on...
Attack
low
you for
battery.
2.
Yep.
Go to 11. Pass the turn.
All right, one card in hand.
Yep.
All right, you are going to cry. I'm so sorry. We're going to Fury, pitch, terminate. I'm going to kill both your mutts. And then I'm going to eat both your mutts. I'm gonna blood moon you.
Okay.
Your turn.
It's pretty good.
Not bad. It's still Asmo though. I'm kind of out of stuff.
Well, that's what I left on top. So let's pitch this uncastable Ren to make a food.
Okay.
Then I'll play Asmo, get a cookbook. I'm not even sure if I want to play it. I don't have another Daredevil. So I think I'll pass.
Go. I'm just gonna get beat to death by an Asmo. Just attack for 4 times.
Attack you for 3.
8.
Pass the turn.
All right. Eat the Saga and the Soul Guide Lantern.
Yeah. Well, that's tapped down. I'll make 2 food.
In response to the first trigger, I'm gonna surgical them all.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So,
in response to the second one. Sorry. You get a food.
yeah, I guess I need to play around surgical still.
You don't have to. Like, it's kind of. You can just never make food. You just like drew to nuts.
Well, I can just leave up the 1 and just make 1 food at a time, right? Because this one just now becomes protection.
If you do that, I'm gonna concede. I feel like that's very unfair because I
Yeah.
showed you my hand.
Sure.
They're all gone.
You can go.
All right. Any creature would be great, but I did side out a ton of them. All right. Take your card. Any card. Okay, cast it. Still black.
Yep.
Well, never mind. Blood Moon. All-Star. Here we go.
Thank you for 5.
I'm at 5.
Pass the turn.
Yeah, get 2 things. I'm gonna shatter the Springleaf Drum and return Fury. Here we go.
So now you just need any red card.
Yep. Any red card.
Attack you.
2.
Play mountain. Pass the turn.
I thought that was such a cool change with the Blood Moons. Just the land's not shocking you to come in untapped and stuff. It still throws me for a loop sometimes.
Did we hit?
No, I died. I can chunky for 10. I can grief, get your card, but yeah.
Yeah, I just have 3 activations of Asmo, so
Tough game.
that's ridiculous. What was that game? Was that game 3?
That was game 3. Still doing great on time.
Nice Blood Moon.
I wanted to do it a turn earlier, but you put the Troll King into play. Like, if
Yeah.
I just am patient, I feel like at some point I'm just going to get got by that Troll King anyway, because I can't hearse you except on my own turn, because you'll just play the Troll in response, right? If I just let you get up to 3 tokens.
I'm gonna try cutting a Stomping Ground for another Viseju, just so I have 3 in my deck. Because Hearse is a problem.
Yeah, card's great.
I don't want to bring in too many cards that are just lands. And Haywire Might is an awkward one just because I can't tutor for it with Saga in the face of Blood Moon. Maybe I still want 1, just in case you have no Blood Moon, but Hearse.
Purple Buccaneer, it is on your own turn only.
Yeah.
It is instant speed, but only on your own turn. So if I wait till end step to hit the trolls, Ross just goes make a food token in response and brings a troll back. I learned that from watching Spike play it on stream. Keep in mind, mine's good.
Yeah, I'll keep mine.
Go.
Go to 18, play a Lantern. Careful there not to play my fetch.
Yeah. All right, EOT. exile. I'm gonna go get blood crypts. You guys doing any tournaments anytime soon? Yeah, KCK, we're gonna be streaming RCQ 1K tomorrow. All day on this channel. Make sure to hit the follow button if you haven't already. And next week, Ross and I are both going to be in Louisville for the NRG. To answer your question either way. Here you go. All your things go to exile.
End up exiling my fetch anyway. I've got the pirate spell bomb, so I'll just do that. So these are exiled with a counter for future void walkers.
Mm-hmm. Is it Pioneer tomorrow? No, tomorrow's going to be modern. No Blood Moon, Ripperoni. Fast turn.
A saga. Finale for an Asmo.
Okay.
Get a lantern or a cookbook and play it.
Response. Did I do anything in response? I guess you can't make a second food. Doesn't really matter. Okay.
Yep.
I'll go to
18.
And do I get a black source here? I think so. In case I draw a moon, I can just have 2 black. That was a big problem last game. Alright, Fury, pitch a bolt, mouse this, kill this.
Undying trigger in the stack, I'll lantern. That's why lantern's here. So you can effectively just trade that card for a lantern.
I'm just gonna bolt. That's stupid.
Okay.
Alright, undo.
Yeah. Are you just bolting it?
Yeah, I'll just bolt it.
Okay.
Attack.
14.
Go. I'm dumb. Don't mind me just being dumb. I should have bolted and stuff. No, I just don't have red man up. So, Okay, Stiki, if you did miss Pioneer, we actually played Pioneer Gauntlet earlier today. Should be on YouTube later, or you can go back and watch the VODs on Twitch.
Play a Steel Seeker.
Mm-hmm.
Make a food. Oh, I can't. God, I can't even discard Troll King because then you just troll me. I guess Troll King still dies to an Asmo, which is the only way I have to kill the Voidwalker anyway. Yeah, I will discard a Troll King.
Okay.
So make a food, trigger Steel Seeker.
Yep.
I get a land. That's amazing. Play a land, fetch to 13. Get a forest. Play Asmo. Get a cookbook.
Well, Young Tiger, this is playtesting, you know? Like, when we miss obvious stuff, it's better for the integrity of the match to just, like, do the thing that is right instead of doing the thing that completely blows you out that's on the table and obvious.
Play cookbook in my land. That triggers Steel Seeker. And goes there. Pitch here for another food. That triggers Steel Seeker. Don't want a mutt. And then deal with the Voidwalker before you untap.
Oh, I'm dying it.
And I'll pass the turn. Okay. You guys have red card Fury, another Undying.
No.
That's good.
Shock, no, kill both.
It's only 4. Oh, yeah, that's just 2 removal spells. Okay, so these are now in the graveyard.
Here you go.
Draw. That's kind of awkward. It's really awkward. It's good. My hand is good. I just figure out what I want to do.
Is it just
Oh.
saga or not?
That's what. Okay, I figured it out.
Okay.
I'm gonna make a construct.
Yep.
I'm gonna search.
Yep.
I figured everything out, chat. It's all gonna be okay. This deck is hard.
It's so cool though, man.
Yeah. I'm gonna find a drum, and then I'm gonna play Ren, and I'm gonna rebuy Saga
Yikes.
and play it.
So it's a 4/4 though, right?
It is a 4.
But you have 2 untapped cookbooks, so Fury's not even gonna do it. I need a land or red card to kill the Ren and 6, but then I'm still facing it down.
This is
Alright, go.
some good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
This deck does some things. Okay, chapter 2. I guess I will
Take it.
attack. I'll make a construct.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's
it's
5.
5.
No discard.
No.
Okay. I'm at 11. You're at 13.
And I'll just pass the turn. Or pluses for nothing.
Okay.
Needed to draw whatchamacallit. Oh, we did.
No, I had it. I just didn't know if I should burn last turn or not. Luckily,
Wow.
it's very good. Hidatsugu consumes all. Ren and 6 still going to be alive though, which is problematic.
Yeah.
Ricardo, it'll be on YouTube soon. Next couple days.
Well, I guess I will trigger on the stack.
Just say you.
Sage it, yeah.
Okay.
Anything else with your 2 mana?
Nope.
Make a construct in response to chapter 3.
He floated a mana off the drum.
Yeah. Search.
He had a stomping ground untapped and springleaf drum.
Got another cookbook. And let's plus on Saga, play it, and pass the turn.
Alright, terminate links. Play this for 4. Your turn.
Stick 2. So 1 card in hand.
Mm-hmm.
Draw.
Chapter 2.
Yep. Plus around on Beseiju.
Yep.
Crack Foothills, go 12. Get my cabin.
Gingerbread.
Play Finale. Get this Asmo. Get another cookbook. And
The one gingerbread cabin is so sweet.
yeah.
It comes up so much with Steel Seeker and Asmo. It's so awesome. Can I say how jealous I am of you playing that deck? I love decks like that, just like all synergy, you know?
Yeah. Pitch the Beseiju, make another food, kill that thing, and then pass the turn. Okay. I just got the engine.
I know. The problem is I'm always a turn behind. Like I was a turn behind
Yeah.
in killing this with a Fury, and then so you just got to saga me like 3 times. Is this a Rube Goldberg machine? Basically. All right. Go.
All right. Instead, make a construct.
Yep.
Draw. Load a colorless. Search. Yeah, do that with the after I float.
Yep.
Do I have any more cookbooks?
I blew up 2. I discarded 1.
Yeah, I think 1 got exiled early because something. Oh, the other one's in my hand. I already found it.
Okay.
So I have 1 more target. I guess we're getting a Shadow Spear.
Okay.
I've got
Well, now he just gets to use Saga Ren just over and over again. So I don't think I can win. I'm at 11. We'll play it out. Saga time.
Plus on Saga, still have colorless and pool. Play it.
Can use Cookbook to get back Asmo, but you cannot play it without a discard.
No.
You have the other Cookbook.
I'll just play Troll King.
Durky Durky.
You're up.
Where my Blood Moon's at, bro? Thought sees me.
I've got two Fables back too. Like
3-1 favor of Ross, but we do have time for another one, so we'll play one more.
yeah,
These games are going pretty fast. That's one thing I like about Modern. When people are shortcutting their fetches and playing pretty fast, the games do not take many raw turns, right? Like they're usually over within 5 or 6 turns, one way or another. It is the shuffling which usually takes the longest in the format.
yeah. Whereas the games tend to go longer.
Oh yeah, Kaiser. This is a Sparring Spikes list, and it is so good. I love it.
Yeah, it looked really. That was the most impressive game so far because you interacted a lot.
Yes, I did.
And I never found a Daredevil either.
Yeah.
You know, if I found a Daredevil, that game's laughably far away because I have Troll King 5 turns earlier.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to be on the play here for game number 5. Let's see if I can make it a respectable 3-2. Maybe I'll have the turn 1 Skamaz. I don't get this card. Every time it's in my opening hand, I want to throw up.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
He didn't, Kaiser. We talked about this a little bit earlier. His losses were, I believe, to Jeskai Breach twice. And I think Jeskai Breach is a type of deck that is very good against weird combo stuff because it's basically an interactive deck that once the interaction stops being useful, you can combo kill them with Underworld Breach.
Yeah.
So
you're able to deal with early Asmos and early Steel Seekers to stop the engine, and then once they're recovering, and they like this deck doesn't have a lot of interaction for the Breach combo. You have some Endurances and a Soul Guide Lantern out of the board. That's about it.
Mm-hmm. Bottom. Here we go. Castle Lockthwain seems like it could be pretty good just with all the pitch stuff. I get why it's there. You get empty-handed pretty quick.
I'll go to 17 and play a Pirate Spellbomb. Yep.
I'll play a Unlicensed first and say go.
Oh, that's not good.
For who?
The home team. You're at 18? Oh no, you played the tap.
Yeah.
Alright, so you're a Castle Lockman is fine this game.
Exactly. But every other hand has been like my only black source or whatever. It's just turn 1, tap Castle Lockthwain. Urza's Saga. What a card, huh? What a Magic the Gathering card. Definitely real. Was printed in a real set. Have you ever seen a land do so much in your whole life? What the hell, man?
Yeah, this is probably going to be a game where I'm missing Haywire Might.
Bring it in. Go grab one. Put it in there. I don't care. Just testing, man. I don't really care about the records. You already won the match. Just go put a Haywire Mine in your deck. Just pick a random card.
Yeah, we'll cross that bridge when the time comes.
Cross the bridge to tear beat the. What if you accidentally draw it? I need it to be somewhat random. Sure.
Guess I'll start there and pitch this Renin 6 that I can't cast and is never doing anything.
Mm-hmm.
That's the turn.
Go.
To 2. This attack for 2.
Another one. Yep.
Pass the turn. Just gonna try to grind some value with these sagas.
All right. Here we go.
And step, make a construct.
Mm-hmm.
Chapter 2. Chapter 3. Yeah, this is where I just want Hayward. But we'll see what I can do without it. I think I'll just make another construct.
Okay.
Should have brought in one, I guess.
I mean, it's tough. Like, you can
Yeah.
always find reasons for singletons, right? And like, if Urza Saga was an alchemy card, it would probably summon it from a random spell book or whatever, so you wouldn't have to put it in your deck.
Get a drum.
Okay.
Attacking for 7.
All right, I'm gonna terminate the scrap work, mate.
Take 4. This is good. Sense what
You
is
haven't played a
happening.
land yet, so still during attacks, I'm gonna exile the mutt.
I feel like I am about to get Hidetsugu Consumes All.
Well, we'll see.
And because of that, I'm going to make this weird play of throwing away this Pirate Spellbomb to see if I can draw a land.
Yeah, land would be sweet. Get to re-up the Saga next turn.
I did not. You're up.
You still got the drum to do it, maybe.
Well, maybe. I'm just assuming that that's dying.
No. Well, I'm gonna EE instead of the other thing, but I am gonna main phase it so that you don't get to use a Springleaf Drum to make this Saga. And then I'll just say go. Not having a needle or I guess
Yeah.
I don't know. There's not a lot of needle in this matchup.
Oh, Photocollis.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I will get a cookbook. Better than Shadow Spear.
Yep.
You have 3 in hand?
3 cards. He's pretty good. Yeah, it is. Saga makes for some like really interesting situations. Dress down and engineer explosives, clearing up the tokens is super good. And I think if those if dress down and explosives were randomly not in existence, I think Saga would be way too powerful. But I think that those cards are just so universally good in so
Play
many
a cookbook.
matchups. Yeah.
Discard Daredevil.
Sure.
I've got a food.
Yep.
Take 2. Go to 15. Play an Asmo. Get another cookbook.
Yep.
Play it with the drum. The Asmo.
Yep.
Pass the turn.
Terminate the Asmo.
Yep.
Alright, eat your graveyard.
And now, had Todd had Surgical in hand, he would have been able to use Hearst with the previous Daredevil trigger on the stack, make me use the cookbook. So I know he doesn't have it, so I'll just make 2 food.
Yep.
While he's tapped out.
Alright. We'll
I guess, actually, that still runs afoul of Grief or Thoughtseize, so I should still just make 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you said spell.
Saga. And,
Saga.
Yeah.
That's, okay.
Alright. I'm gonna grief you.
I have 2 more Asmos.
You're at 15.
Yep, I have 15 to 14.
Ross is so good at playing around stuff. Alright. we'll take the Asmo. And I'll attack you for 6.
Sure. So you,
I mean, you can play around surgical or not. It's up to
yeah,
you.
play around top deck surgical. You have 1 card in hand.
I have 2 cards.
2 cards. I'll go for it.
That's fine.
Seems unlikely. Okay.
Your play played around the grief and the surgical, so I like the not doing it until end step anyway.
Yeah.
I just have to attack, I think.
Let's finale.
Yep.
Get another Asmo. Get the last cookbook. I almost wonder if I'm supposed to hold one in case you draw. Oh, is this not the last one? Did I just draw it? No. Oh, there it is. It was at the bottom of my deck. Let's deal with the grief.
Grief down.
And 9. I
Can you just play another cookbook? I guess you
Um,
want to play the Soul Guide.
think I might play the Soul Guide just to stop a scammy scam.
Ye-
You do only have the 2 cards, but I also have this Shockland. I'm just wondering if I want to go to 7 to play both. Um, I don't think so, and I don't think I need the other food really.
Also, if I hit Etsugi, you want one more cookbook in hand,
Yeah.
probably.
So yeah, let's exile the grief. Let's make 2 food now.
Yep.
Still leave the 1 up.
Draw. I'll cast Fury, target the Asmo.
Well, I'll deal it 6. So now you can't crew this turn.
Alright, go. Actually, if I crew and then you go to make a food, I can at least eat the Daredevil. And then you still have to burn the food to kill this. And this will be an 8/8. Yeah, actually, I should crew.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to crew in response. So Asmo's still in play. This is targeting this. I'm going to, you Asmo this, I'll crew this.
That's a tilt. I guess I'm actually getting punished for not playing the cookbook. Right? Because
Yeah, I mean.
I didn't really think about the math on yeah, I should have thought about this. Because this was definitely a big punish. Yeah, there's really just I guess I can throw away a card to save myself quite a bit of damage.
Yeah, 6 damage.
But I'm also throwing away 2 food. But I'm gonna have a bunch of food. So I think I throw away the cookbook because the mutt is significantly better here. Make another food, and then attempt to kill.
Well, why don't you just not? Oh, because the Asmo will be gone. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. In response, I'll just exile Asmo in finale. I don't know if you have ways to get back.
Okay, so now this is dead. The Fury's dead. That's on 8.
Yeah, it has 6 damage on it, but not
Yeah.
enough. All right, here go. Time to mud it up.
Um,
I think it's just gonna be hard for me to beat a bunch of food.
that was good
No,
draw.
no, it was a troll.
Yeah.
Dang. Just discard it.
Yeah. So I'll play mutt, discard the troll.
Yeah, and then 3 cookbooks and bring it back.
Yep. 3 food. Bring this
That's
back.
so sick.
Play foothills and pass the turn. Now
This is why Graveyard Hate sucks against that deck. I'm at 14. Oh.
I guess I'll get. I think I was planning to get the cabin to get a food into play here, but with Drum Forest I can cast a finale.
Yeah.
So I'll go to 8.
Okay. I'll take a since my hearse can block the troll.
Now I need to draw the 1 Shadow Spear. I think at this point I need to pop this lantern.
1 Shadowsphere is still not enough because I can block and then buff.
Oh yeah, true. What if I just drew Boseiju?
Yeah, Seiju would be disgusting. Then you brought some more in too, right?
Yeah, I think I have 3 in my deck.
Yeah.
Right. It's 4 on the 75. I think it was so yeah, let's pop this lantern, draw a card.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably the worst card. Make black with the drum.
Mm-hmm.
Guess I'll do it like that. And I will pass the turn.
I want to make 3 food first or 2 food first.
Huh?
Oh, you just drew another one. That's fine. Okay, whatever. EOT eats Asmo and a land.
Yep.
Blow him up.
Wow. It's one of Magus, one of Hitsuga consumes all.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Doesn't make any sense to make any food, so
All right.
I still feel good if I draw one of my 3 Besagers.
Yeah. I don't want to attack for 10. You just have to block. Would you double block? I could get both. All right, attack for 10.
Yep,
there you go.
Yeah, I would have double blocked before the Kitasuga consumes all. But yeah, that's actually really good.
Retro.
Attack for 7.
Okay.
Fable of the Mirror Breaker.
Woof.
Make a Goblin Shaman,
Mm-hmm.
and you're up.
Oh, here's one. All right, eat the graveyards. Or is it yours? Or is it
All graveyards.
Okay. All right, all the graveyards down. We have a huge blocker. I'm gonna just play this in case he blows up my Magus somehow. And I'll say go. Too many blockers.
Chapter 2, discard Urza Saga, Verdant Catacombs.
That was the dead draw when he
Yeah.
said, yeah, worst draw possible.
Channel Besage.
Yikes. All right, you win.
I just threw Besage after never finding it.
All right, impressive stuff. Impressive stuff. You fought through a lot of interaction in all the post-sideboard games, and the thing that I never got to do was the turn 1 double grief, and I think that that is a huge draw for playing this deck. The fact that it didn't happen in 5 games is a pretty huge bummer. I did get to do it once, and it felt good when I did get to do it, obviously. But I like the Soul Guide Lantern actually prevented it multiple times too, which is kind of cool.
I think I naturally do the Soul Guide Lantern in Ivory post-war game. I had it in every opening game.
All right, well, that is going to
I sacked it to draw a card twice.
that's going to do it for match number 2 of the Modern Gauntlet. But what do we got up next?
Now, this is the big test against Hammer, so we're going to get that set up. We've seen this deck now play against 2 decks where I got to be the one coming out and presenting early threats and forcing you to react. And games where you had early threats and forced me to react were ones where I struggled, whether it was Turn on Ragavan or the Murktide Regent that was really big. Those were the difficult games. Hammer is going to do that every game.
Right, that's the whole game plan.
Yeah, so we're going to take a quick break here, just a couple minutes, and get set up for a final match of Modern here with Gruel Food against is it Azorius Hammer or Mono? I can't remember.
I don't know.
Hammer. And we'll see if I can return the favor, Todd's favor from earlier, and we can turn this into 2 sweeps.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's the ideal dream, right? The 2 showcase decks just smush the format.
It's been great so far, so don't go anywhere. We'll get that set up and be back in just a minute.